Aloha and welcome to Mike Gallagher's Kailua Real Estate Report for the month of July 2014. This is a new type of report. Most of you are used to seeing the printed version, and this is the printed version, but I'm going to go through it with you utilizing a video record screen capture program that I'm slowly getting used to. So here we are. In the beginning of my reports, I generally start out with what I call an executive summary. And right here, you'll see the executive summary for Kailua single family homes. You'll see that the average sold price is less than 1% difference from 12 months ago. Unit sales are off 22%. You'll see, average days on market, they're up 17%. New listings are coming onto the market, they're up 7%. The average price of new listings, you can see that's less than 1% from a year ago, so hardly any change there. Months of supply are up significantly, up 44%. The inventory as well, plus 24%. Average for sale price is actually down 8% because most of the sales that are occurring in Kailua now are occurring in lower price ranges. Homes sold at full price or more, that's way off, 36%. So basically, sellers are not getting the prices that they're asking for. And this is not a good sign for the market, but it's a darn good sign for the buyers. And then we have what I call real days on market. This is the entire time it takes for a home to come onto the market and become sold. Well, that's up 12%. On the plus side, or on the good side, withdrawals and expireds, they're off 25%. This is a detailed graph. I'm going to get back to these in a minute, but these are extremely important to understand what is happening in the Kailua market. I have everything, every single neighborhood is listed that does business in Kailua. And then the same version exists for year to date. For condos, we can see that the average sold price is up 28%, units sold is up 64%, average days on market is off 4%, so they're selling quickly. New listings are off 70%. If you can find a Kailua condo, you better be quick because the listings are not that prolific and they're just flying out the door. The average price of new listings is plus 37%, and that's basically because there's a dramatic scourge of affordable listings in Kailua condos right now. Most of them are priced at an average of $667,000. 12 months ago, it was $418,000. Months of supply, it's dramatically fallen from 3.75 12 months ago to 0.91. And then here you see the inventory. The average for sale price, $497,849. Homes sold at full price or more, that's actually up 4%, which is contrary to just the opposite of what single family homes are doing. So that's a good sign. I mean, you're going to end up paying more for a Kailua condo, but demand is high and supply is short in demand. Real days on market, it's taken quite a bit of time for a home to sell completely in Kailua. Again, we have the same types of graphs, which we'll go back to later. Here you have like a brief outline of what each neighborhood is doing. The percentage figures are based upon how many units are in escrow with just accepted offers. You'll see here that the average price in Kaimalina is $1,948,750, but there were no sales for this month. And conversely, in Aikahi Park, you'll see that there was nothing for sale, but there was a sale average sold price of $1,177,500. And this is all for the month of July. So you'll see Kalaheo Hillside, Kalama Tract, and so forth and so forth. The overall percentage for Kailua is 39%. The overall ACS average for Oahu is 45. And here you have the average for sale price in Kailua, $1,483,108. The average sold price is $1,535,921. And the average price in escrow right now is $1,096,299. Here's the same type of map for the condos. As you can see, 150% is in escrow. So there's very, very little inventory. That's in Oahu, it's 46%. Here again, you have your average for sale, your average sold, and then your average in escrow at this time. Most of the figures are in a negative type of situation for Kailua condos because there just isn't any inventory. One thing I'd like to point out is the dramatic rise in prices at Bluestone. Unbelievable. I mean, it was only a matter of maybe a couple of years ago they were in the 700s. Now they're selling for $998,000. The average sold price is $909,750. And then here you have an ACS graph. This is the percentage of homes that are in escrow of the current inventory. You can see how it's transgressed across the graph from January 07 to July 2014. Same thing for condos. Here are units in escrow at this time for single family homes. Same thing for condos. Here's the average price of single family homes in Kailua in escrow. Here's the same graph for condos. Here's your unit sales. On a 12-month to 12-month difference is 22 minus 22%. Here's a yearly. Let's go back up here. Here, total year-to-date sales for single-family homes in Kailua as of July 31st, 140. Here's unit sales for last year, 307. So you're going to see a lag this year. Here's unit sales for Kailua condos. They're currently at 61. Last year was 100. So it's going to be close. They're going to be probably about break even with last year. Here's your average sold prices. Let's go back up. Year-to-date average sold 1,258,597. Here's what it was last year, so we'll definitely see an increase. This is the average sold price for condos, 474,107. Last year, 465,217. We'll definitely see an increase there too. This is percentage of inventory that is sold for single family homes. You can see how far it's dropped down to 18%. For condos, 110%. And then I track what the Honolulu Board of Realtors tells us sold at full price or more. And then I go through each and every listing that's sold. And I can tell you that the information that the Honolulu Board of Realtors is putting out is totally false. For instance, single-family homes in Kailua for July 2014, the Honolulu Board is saying, oh, 35% sold at full price or more. No, they didn't. 12% did. It's a huge difference. Year to date, 49% have sold at full price or more. That's what they're saying. In actuality, it's 39%. But if you price your home correctly, you'll see the average days on market for all the Kailua single-family homes that sold for the month of July took 85 days. The ones that were priced correctly and sold at full price or more was 55 days. That's a significant amount of time less on the market. And they sold at full price or more. Here are the figures for the condos. A little bit closer together. For July, the board is saying 73%. In actuality, it was 64. Year to date, the board says 69. The answer is 64. I also track my competition. These are the largest unit sales brokerages that do business in Kailua. This is the percentage that they've sold at full price or more of their listings as of the end of year 2013. Only one of them sold 100%, and that was only 2 unit sales. Look at the average here. It's in the 40s. If you're going to sell a home, you better know who you're dealing with. Here, Coldwell Banker Pacific Properties Kailua, their average 49% of all their listings they sold at full price. And that was based off of 37 units. Here's Prudential Locations, 46% based off of 35 unit sales. Here are the figures for condos. Here we have, again, 100%, but that's based off of one sale. Here's Coldwell Banker, 25 unit sales. They sold 60% of their condos at full price or more, but that's, no wonder, because Kailua condos are so high in demand. What did Prudential Locations do? 80%, but only based on 6 sales. So we know who owns the business in Kailua sales here for condos. I also take those same percentages, what really sold versus what the board sold, and I graph them out this way too so that you can see the difference. Same thing for condos. Here we have the average days on market for the ones that sold, and then the ones that sold at full price. So you can see the difference. The ones that sold at full price sold 35% faster. And that's for single family homes. For condos, it was 15% faster. Here's your odds of selling. I mean, there's only so many homes that come on the market and so many sell. Right now, it's 21 in 100 for single family homes in Kailua, 67 in 100 for condos. And then I came up with this graph myself. I call it, how cleverly, the multi-graph. This shows us what is for sale, what's in escrow, and what's sold. So you can actually see the activity. I've circled it. So basically what is sold is on the down end of the scale here, occurring for Kailua single family homes, but what's in escrow is significantly up. For Kailua condos, we can see sales and inventory are down, but what's in escrow is kind of flatline right now. And then here you have how the Honolulu Board of Realtors measures days on market. They're saying that it's 86 days on market for single family homes, 48 for condos. But if you measure it properly, in my opinion, it's from the time it goes on the market to the time it's sold. It's 57 days for single family homes and 122 days for condos. I just started this graph, what price range is taking the shortest time to sell in Kailua, and this is for single family homes, and obviously this is done by days on market. There's your sweet spot right here at 8%. That's what's selling in Kailua today, the fastest. And here it is for condos, $300,000 range, if you can find them. New listings, they're up 7% from a year ago. Total new listings to date, 188 single family homes. Last year totals was 236. New listings for condos, 37. It's pretty low. Last year, 69. So it'll probably come out about the same. Then you have your average price for new listings for single family homes. What they did last year. So they're actually lagging behind a little bit. Here it is for condos. They're currently at 539, 292 for the year. And that's significantly up from last year's 2013 totals. Here's your inventory. You can see the inventory starting to rise for single family homes. The inventory for condos, yeah, it's been up and down like a yo-yo. Currently, it's low. Months of supply, you have to realize, is not only a factor of inventory, but also demand. What to derive at the months of supply, you take the total amount of sales for all 7 months, all the way to July, 7 months, divide it by 7, and then take that answer and divide it into the current inventory, and you end up with months of supply. So currently, you can see that the months of supply for single-family homes in Kailua has risen significantly at 5.65. Once you hit 6%, or I mean 6.00, and it goes over 6.00, it's officially considered to be a buyer's market. Here's the months of supply for single-family homes. A lot of zeros. Kailua Beachside, 10 months. The average is 565. Lanikai, 12 months. Everybody else is about 0. Here's the months of supply for condos, 0.91 and falling. Here are the same neighborhoods in Kailua, almost all zeros. No, I take that back. They're all zeros. Yeah. Here's your average for sale price, 1,570,761. Here's what it was last year. Here's for condos, 446,446. Here's what it was last year. Then I graph out, where's the inventory at? Okay, here's the percentage of inventory divided up by its price ranges. And you can see you have, 60% priced over, $1 million and up. That's no surprise. Here's the problem with the condos. There's just not enough affordable inventory. Everything is 70% of the inventory is $500,000 and up. Here's what's sold for the month of July. The sweet spot here wasn't at 900,000, but the 1 million to 1,499,000 is what blew out the door the most as far as sales went. For condos, well, when you only have $500,000 plus, that's what you end up selling. Here's what's in escrow. This kind of is like a window into the future because they're going to become solds, right? So you can see again, the million to 1,499,000 is going to be the predominant price range that's going to become sales. But you also see a little bit more of a spread here. If you can find a $700,000 home, then you're doing well. Condos, here's what's in escrow. And that's about the long and short of the report. The more detailed areas I'll get to in just a minute. If you like the reports, you can just send me an email. I'll send you these once a month reports with links that go directly to my website and tell you, hey, I got some new articles, I've got a new report. It's just a handy way to stay in touch, and you don't have to, just contact me once and you'll get these once a month. So let's skip that. Let's take a look at those important graphs that you should be aware of. Let's see, Kailua. Let's take a look at Kailua year-to-date single-family home. All right. Now over here, you'll see, here's where all the neighborhoods are. Across the top line are all of the averages. So you can see the average sold is off 6%, unit sales off 17%, the odds of selling 27 in 100, days on market is up 29%, new listings are up 27%, price of new listings are off 8%, your months of supply is up 39%, and so forth and so forth. Those are all the averages. So you can look across and down at the different neighborhoods and see who's doing the best. For instance, unit sales, let's see, Akahi Park's up 43%, Kalaheo Hillside up 38%, Hula Puka up 25%, Hule Tract up 80%, and its average sold price is 1,617,000. So you can tell where a lot of buyers are choosing to go here. But also be aware of all the minuses. There's a ton of minuses in this report. I've highlighted here where the months of supply have become excessive, like Lanikai at 12.20 and Manawili at 9.00. But this is the type of graph that you really want to take a close look at to understand what's happening in the Kailua market as far as single family homes go. And then again, I've got the same one year to date for Kailua condos. Now again, you have the buildings here, Poinciana Manor down through Yacht Club Terrace. You can see the average up above. The average sold price is up. Sales is up. Look at the odds of selling 85 and 100. Days on market, of course, is up now. It's taking longer. Buyers are taking their time finding a place. Listing prices are up and so forth. Unit sales. Who's the big winner in unit sales? Windward Passage is up 200% year to date. That's only based on 2 sales. Hokulani's just blowing out the door. They've had 10 sales so far this year. They're up 70% in unit sales and 46% up in unit sold price. So these 2 graphs are the main emphasis of the reports for Kailua. I hope you like this new version of the report, and if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email. I appreciate your readership and your viewership, and I'm here for you. Aloha.